Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat when you feel like it, and I'll do my best to answer those questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for this evening. The Houghton County's new prosecuting attorney is stepping down at the end of this month. Paul Levine was sworn in on July 24th. At that time, he said his primary task was to aggressively recruit some attorneys for the office. Today, he said he's been unable to get any help, and it's not a one-man job to prosecute the county's criminal cases. Levine says there should be 2 more attorneys in the office, a chief assistant prosecutor and an assistant prosecutor. He took over the job from Brittany Bullitt, who is now the judge for the 12th Circuit Court. Judge Bullitt will now have to appoint a new prosecutor to serve through the end of next year. And the Ishpeming woman accused of setting her ex-husband on fire in Christmas pleaded not guilty in court today. 52-year-old Julie Boxley is accused of lighting James Boxley on fire at their apartment in Christmas in 2021. She appeared in Alger County Circuit Court for an arraignment this morning. In August, Boxley was found competent to proceed in court, but her defense attorney says she disagrees.
This woman is very mentally ill, and we are going to provide that proof to the court in hopes of resolving this in her favor. She is innocent until proven guilty, and wait for all the facts to come in.
Boxley is charged with great bodily harm, less than murder, and assault with intent to murder. Her pretrial hearing is set for October 17th in Alger County Circuit Court. And the Michigan DNR is close to opening a long-awaited public shooting range in Richmond Township. DNR Deputy Public Information Officer John Pepin says this $2 million project was 30 years in the making. The range features clay pigeon shooting, archery, and meets ADA guidelines. Pepin says this is the first public DNR shooting range in the UP.
We have several others in Lower Michigan, but this will be the first up here, and we're excited to offer it. It gives people near the population concentrations of Marquette, Ishpeming, and Negaunee a relatively close place to come.
Pepin says to stay off until the range opens and to obey signs surrounding the area as it will be monitored. For more information, go to uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And Baraga County is closer to building a new transportation maintenance facility. After $3 million for the building was approved in the new state budget, State Representative Jen Hill presented the Road Commission with an honorary check last week. The Baraga County Road Commission engineer manager says obtaining this investment came after multiple meetings with tours with Representative Hill.
She worked hard on that to get it in this year's budget. There were several transportation-related projects that were approved in the budget. This was one in her district, and she is very passionate about it. And we were pleased when the budget process went through. We received a phone call from her, and eventually it did go through the budget process and was signed.
Mills says with the current building being 66 years old, maintenance costs have put a drag on the commission's budget. He also says the money was approved for October 1st, but right now the commission is planning the design and location of the building. And a Copper Country artist is turning a theft of a painting at downtown Houghton's Chicago Beefs into inspiration. Last month, a painting by Jessica Jones that she gave the restaurant was stolen from the bathroom. The restaurant's owner says the painting has not yet been returned, but now Jones is painting a mural there. The mural includes 2 elephants and a sunny landscape. Soon it will cover the bathroom's walls.
It was devastating losing that art piece. Maybe the person will bring it back, but if I don't, well, now I have something that will be there.
The restaurant's owner says some Facebook messages he got led him to think the painting was possibly found, but there's been no response since. Michigan Tech students are taking the next step in finding a career for our next story. The university held its fall career fair today, and TV6's Caden Minus stopped by to see how this event helps students get ahead.
MTU students dressed for success filled the Student Development Complex today. The building hosted 376 employers looking to potentially hire students. Third-year marketing student Nathaniel Vogler says he has already found success at the career fair.
This past summer, I landed an internship with a big company down in Appleton, Wisconsin. I fully attribute it to the career fair here at Tech. You know, you walk around, you talk to maybe 20 to 30 vendors in a day, and it just gives you the best opportunity to create as many options for yourself as you can.
Thousands of students like Vogler attended the career fair. Many of the employers come from across the country, with Michigan Tech alumni running some tables. New core melt shop metallurgist Katie Amar Fox graduated in 2019. She says she was able to kickstart her future because of the career fair.
I was able to speak with Nucor when I was a second year here at Tech, and then did a few different internships with them down in Alabama and over in Illinois, and then landed a full-time spot down in Arkansas, and since then moved on up to New York with them. So I've been really enjoying it.
MTU Director of Career Services Jenna Lane says the career fair is just the beginning, as some employers look to interview students on campus.
They want to get through the recruiting process as quickly as possible. So many offices on our campus have been donated by staff and faculty and other rooms, and we will be spreading those employers out all over campus, and they will probably do over 1,000 interviews.
Lane says there were 20 more employers on a wait list for the career fair. She says the school is looking into ways to open to more companies next year. Caden Minus, TV6 News, Houghton.
Thank you, Caden. And for our final story tonight, a UP art contest is opening conversations about mental health and suicide. Folks can submit their art for the 4th annual Live Art and Word contest. Anyone in the UP can submit an original piece of visual artwork or written word that addresses the theme of mental health awareness. There are two new age groups this year, middle schoolers and high schoolers. There will be cash prizes for the winners in each age group for visual art and written word. Organizers say the contest will help reduce the stigma surrounding mental health awareness.
It's just a way to really engage the community, showcase the talent of the people we have here. The entries in the past have been unbelievable. And really to open up that conversation, which will help break the stigma around mental health and suicide.
You can submit your art piece at uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night, where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8 Eastern, 7 Central Time, with a recap of tomorrow's headlines. If you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We'd love to hear from you and hear your story ideas. Thank you again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a good rest of your night.